Hey guys, thanks for watching. I have got a really good video for you today. It has been a weird process making this one because I had to re-edit a ton of footage. Here's how the whole thing started out. I got a permission at a awesome looking, run-down, rickety old house that just was begging to be metal detected. And I started metal detecting and struck out for 2 days. I mean, found hardly anything. Ton of trash, just not much good. Now, the homeowner had warned me that the house was really, really rotted. Now, I'm a big old boy. I wasn't about to go inside this house. Well, 2 things happened about 5 minutes after I filmed the wrap-up for this hunt. I was done. I hadn't found a thing. On to greener pastures. Well, I decided to metal detect towards the truck and got a good find. And at the same time, my friend who helped get this permission for me showed up. Now, he's not quite as big as I am, and he risked going inside this house. Now, there's no windows. You can look in there. All that I saw in there was bits of plumbing. Nothing interesting. And I figured this house had been gone through years and years ago. He found something incredible laying in this house. A little treasure trove of World War II history. Really important history for some family and for this community. Check this out. Well, the good news is there's lots of targets. Third target is that. I'm not sure what that is yet, but it sure looks interesting, don't it? Maybe a lighter or something? Let me clean that up a little bit, get back to you. Not sure what that is on the bottom of it. Wow, this is a great way to start out the hunt. It is a lighter. Got a little bit of silver plating on it. Check out what's on the other side. We got a name. Now, I don't know if that has to do with the lighter itself or if that is an individual. That would be a really cool thing to return to the property owner, who has fond memories of this place. So, more on this one a little bit later. Got an old hoe head. I believe that's what that is anyway. Looks right to me. Well, all right, first coin. It was down about 4 inches. I suspect a weedy. And it is a wheat scent. Let's see if we can get a year real quick. Not quite yet. If I get it off there, I'll show you. It's pretty worn though, so it might be a little bit older. Well, there's something I haven't dug in a while. Old iron spoon bowl. There's some old stuff laying around. I don't think I've ever done this before. 2 lighters. It's cool. I really like them. I really hope this has an inscription on it as well. I'm not seeing anything. I'm gonna take it home and wash it under a little water. Penguin, high quality. See what sort of date we get. I'm gonna guess 1950s or 60s. Cool finds though. Well, a few feet away, somewhere over there, I dug this up, and it's part of a license plate. So I kind of did circles, and I may have got the rest of it right here. It's in a big wad, but I always like license plates, so we'll see if we can straighten it out and learn anything about it. Alright guys, this is it. Couple overall buttons. I'm not even sure if that one's got anything written on it. My single penny and a few pieces of miscellaneous. Well, I decided to make a pass out through the field on my way back, and I did get something kind of cool. I like these. I found one before. U.S. Forest Service tag, but they got dates on them. And that's an early one there, 1934. Very cool. I think they use them just to tag trees or something. I'm not quite sure. Oh, it pays to make that last lap. Oh man, look at this. That looks like a nice military button. That's a big old Marine button. Wow, that's awesome. I think it's a Marine button. Let me clean that up a little bit. That's a good one. Alright, well I'm glad I didn't leave, guys, because my buddy showed up. He knows the homeowner. And while I was not willing to go into the house, he did. And look what he found. This box is filled with stuff from the 40s, the 50s, tons of old negatives, probably earlier than that. Tons of old photos in this box. Grab a hold of that. Check this out. A 1942 Navy platoon photo from 1942 in Norfolk, Virginia. Incredible history just laying in this box. And just rotting away. So we're going to go through this and talk to the homeowner and maybe give her a little surprise. This is just crazy, guys. This is all World War II stuff, every bit of it. There's telegrams, company photos, veteran service. It's for a man and a woman. Now, you ever heard of like Rosie the Riveter? From like 1945. Veteran Service Center in Knoxville. And then this book right here is the handbook for their job. I guess building aircraft. And it's got handwritten notes right here. Come on. Abbreviations and what they all stand for. AILs, aileron. Look at that. This is incredible history right here. Hickory Vocational Schools, Hickory, North Carolina. So, yep. Rosie the Riveter study guide right there. There's some religious tracts. Stamp book with the blue stamps. Wow. Just gonna let y'all, I'm gonna stop talking and just film and let y'all look at it too.
film.
Holy.
Technicolor camera. Do you have one of these players?
No, I've not dug up one yet.
Some old shades.
Some what?
Old sunglasses.
Like old aviator glasses.
Can't see through them at all.
You can get it. Did you see that yet? Did you open it? See if there's a name on the back. That might just fall out. Nope.
Nothing. Is that the same?
It may be the same as. Yeah, that looks like
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah, he's got the same eyebrows.
Everybody's got eyebrows.
He's got heavy eyebrows down close on his, and then raised right up here. Same guy.
That looks a ton like Grandpa's old military photos. His face.
Did you see the ration book from the war?
Uh-uh.
Look at the ration stamps in there.
Oh wow.
That's crazy.
That is neat. Yeah, that is that dude.
Told you. Never doubt me. Yeah, those are old. Ish.
There's a lot of old clothes and shoes.
Alright guys, here is my setup for getting these pictures developed, I guess you would say. Okay, keep in mind, I vaccinate trout for a living. I do not do photography, so you photography guys, you can laugh at me all you want. Alright, here's the setup. Right there is all the negatives, and they're filthy. So I'm using isopropyl alcohol and cotton balls to clean them up a little bit. I've got my study books put to good use today. And I've got a lamp under there, and what I did, I've got a sheet of paper to kind of diffuse the light a little bit, but you can tell that paper's got a mottled texture to it. If I put the photo right on there, you can see that mottled comes through. So I elevated on a glass plate. Actually, I've got two glass plates. I elevated the glass plate, and I lay the photo there, and then I put another glass plate on top of it. And that's much better. It allows me to get a photograph and then work on it from that point. But that's working out so far. So here's what that looks like. I'm going to take a picture and I'll show you what the end result looks like. This is what I was most excited about looking at these photographs. Most of them are family photographs, and I'm not going to show those. But there was a significant number that showed construction and what appeared to be rivers and bridges, and I began to be really hopeful that I was looking at photographs of TVA dam construction in the area. But there's a really good chance these photographs don't exist anymore outside of these negatives. And so as I began to try to get the image developed, I began to study the terrain, and my next move was to try to find some other old photographs of that construction and try to match it up, and it worked perfectly. I ended up getting this shot, and I found a photo online taken from the exact same position. This is the early stages of construction on the Fontana Dam. How cool is that? All right, guys, we are at the last photo. And I thought we'd do this one together. Just rub real gently with that cotton ball, a little bit of alcohol. Dries nice and quick. Now we just take a picture. So here are all the photos from the box of the construction of Fontana Dam. I can't think of a more important part of mountain history than these dams. At one point in time, 5,000 men and women were working on these dams. And why? What was the purpose? Well, hydroelectric power. World War II, really. We needed to produce aluminum for aircraft, and we needed electricity to do it. And further downstream, well, there was a little place called Oak Ridge, Tennessee, and the atomic bomb was being developed there, and it too needed a lot of power. I love these photographs. The fact that they may not exist anymore, it's just an amazing thing to be able to look at and see. These are people's lives being played out. We don't know the men in this group. We don't know their names. But it's cool to be able to catch their image and kind of preserve it for posterity. Fontana Dam was started in 1941. December 17th, 1941. That's 10 days after Pearl Harbor. And it was completed in 1944. So chances are most of the photos came probably from 1942 or 43. And here's Fontana Dam as it is seen today. It rises 400 feet. And right across the top of that dam, if you were to walk it, you're going to be walking on the Appalachian Trail. Below the waters are the towns of Bushnell, Judson, and the village of Fontana. And while metal detecting, every now and again, we still run across a little memory of those places too. I thought while I could, I'll give you a quick view of this platoon photo. It's the 483 graduating platoon. E.J. Leibinger, company commander. E.W. Cooper, something, and then Naval Training Station, Norfolk, Virginia, October 1st, 1942. Look at all these faces. There's always one in the crowd that's getting ready to sneeze. All right. Wonder how many of them came home. That's an awesome piece of history right there. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. One of the reasons I love this hobby so much is it gives us the chance to lay our hands on history, and every now and again we get to rescue it. And nothing feels better than that. So I hope you enjoyed the story. I'm always hunting for a story with these finds, and I enjoy every single one that I run across. But I gotta say, this is probably one of the first that came with its own pictures. Thanks for watching.